With the end crystal now textured in my resource pack, I figured we also had to texture that beam that it creates. So I pulled up that texture and man, there is not much to work with here. It's basically just random pixels. When you look at it in game, it kind of looks almost like lines, but that's because it stretches out that texture. Now, usually in my pack, I'll make my HD textures so they line up perfectly with every little pixel and color and everything of the vanilla texture. But because here they're just randomly placed, I'm not gonna bother with doing that. We're just gonna create something fresh. So here's how I did that. First, I brought this static texture over and then I stretched it out so that the white bits were about as spread out as the ones in vanilla, and to match the same density as that, I brought up the darkness so that all we were left with were those sort of highlights. Then I indexed the colors to split it up into just black and white, and finally all we had to do was cut out the black, and then we were left with this noisy, grainy sort of white texture that was very similar to the one in vanilla, although at a higher resolution. Obviously it turned out perfectly in game, and like many of the textures in my pack, but especially this one, looking at a distance you almost can't even tell it's textured. But if you somehow ever got close up to the end crystal beam, you would see that it is in fact HD.